Alright, how you guys doing? Today's story is coming from r/AmITheA. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I just recorded like 3 videos and realized that my mic wasn't turned on for any of them. So, yeah, this happened before too. We got it done. We got it done in the past. You never knew, but like, that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. But first things first, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you leave a comment. I would love to hear whether you think this person is in the right or in the wrong. Today's story is coming from user/NoSyrup9913, titled, "Am I the a-hole for stealing my coworker's dream honeymoon?" I have a coworker who loves being engaged. She's the quintessential typical bride to be. She has a wedding plan to the smallest detail, talks about it all the time. She's the type to share mood boards and swatches with us during lunch. This isn't something that bothers me, but I want to paint a picture for context. I actually like talking to her about her wedding. The issue that recently came up was that she was sharing with us about her honeymoon destination. It's a cute little seaside city, and honestly, I thought it sounded great. I shared it with my husband, and we decided that we'd love to take a vacation like that too. Because of our itinerary, we decided to visit a different, but very similar city in the same country. Think San Diego versus Santa Barbara if you're in America. When I came back from my trip, my coworkers were excited to see pictures and hear about the trip, and I shared some chocolates that I brought back as well. The entire time, my coworker was kind of icy. I finally found out that it was because she thought I stole her idea for her vacation. She said that since I'd gone on a similar vacation, I stole the magic about talking with her coworkers about it. Even though it's a different place, even though it's a similar place, she says it was similar enough and that it was crappy for me to take the attention when she's been planning her trip for a very long time. I personally don't think I did anything wrong since I went to a different city and did different activities than what my coworker talks about. She likes sporty things and hiking, whereas I just visited museums and dined out more. She's so upset that she's talking about changing the destination of her honeymoon entirely. So if I'm missing something, please let me know if I was an a-hole and I need to apologize. Not the a-hole. Your coworker just has severe main character syndrome. You didn't even go to the same town. Even if you did, that's like trying to call dibs on Bali or Fiji. No one is allowed to leave this zip code until I've traveled the world. And somebody says, my wife and I just recently traveled to Japan. Upon my return to the office, I spoke about the trip. At least 4 people said Japan was at the top of their bucket list, their dream destination. No one got upset that I visited there. No one owns a destination when it comes to traveling. And somebody else says, if I find out somebody's going on a vacation to a place I want to go, I ask them about it because I want to know what to expect when I go. Plus, people like talking about crap they did. Similarly, if someone wants to go to a place where I've been, I'll gladly info dump all the little details that travel guides don't tell you and recommend stuff to use. Not the a-hole. Seems like your coworker just likes being the center of attention all the time. Unless the country's owned by her, she can't get mad that you traveled there. Somebody says, question, does the owner of a country have a right to get mad at people visiting? Somebody said, of course not, but she might think so. And then they say, I'm just concerned she buys the country in the future and blocks LP from ever visiting. And then somebody comments with a future title post, am I the a-hole for banning my coworker from visiting the country I bought just to spite her? Not the a-hole. This is ridiculous. She's got crazy expectations of how long and to what extent things are supposed to be all about her exclusively. Work isn't the wedding venue. She can't demand that everyone else make sure that she's the center of attention outside of the actual wedding herself. I don't know if she's been spoiled her whole life or if getting married is the only time she's felt special, but either way, she needs to be so fucking for real.
Be fucking for real.
Right now about how much she thinks she gets to have a say in here. If she wanted to be exclusive and special, she should have kept vague about it. And somebody says, also, why is being able to tell colleagues about it so high on her internal decision-making process for the honeymoon destination? Not just what her and her fiance want to do. So bizarre. If I told my husband we were changing destinations because a colleague went somewhere similar and I wanted unique stories to tell, pretty sure he would have just called off the wedding. And then the original commenter says, what's the point of being a special princess for a few days if you can't tell everyone how special you are? But for real, needing to be seen at all times, being the specialist person to this level sounds exhausting and expensive. And somebody commented the realest thing I've ever read on this app. Social media disease. Experiencing a honeymoon is less important than the photographing and presenting of it later to a rapt audience. And somebody says, she need to be able to flex.
All I do is flex, flex, flex.
And did you go in the same year she was getting married? Cause it's her wedding year, her honeymoon year. How dare you? Sounds like the girls growing up that would crow on and about it being their birthday month and birthday week. So exhausting. And you guys know I like to play devil's advocate with these type of things, but there are no comments for You're the a-hole, nor are there any comments for Everyone Sucks here. Alright, that's gonna be the end of the story. Hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.